What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kenyan Girl Chronicles with your host from the East Coast, Wanja Muhoro. I hope you enjoyed the previous episode and you took some learnings from that. And please don't forget to share, subscribe, and like. Also, comment down below on what you'd like to hear next. So today we're going to be talking about adulthood friendships. Like, bro, if I've said that and you've not been like, okay, giving grace in an adult friendship, it means that you are understanding that life can get messy. It takes two to tangle either way. Like, always remember that life has different demands. So people might be having a busy life. So if someone cancels on you, don't just say I'm gonna cut them off. But let me tell you, but if this person is always canceling everything every time or always coming up with excuses and you feel like it's become like a usual thing, pick it up too. Always remember that you have your gut. So if you sense something, I think just be straight up. Because I also feel like as friends, you shouldn't be scared to talk to your friend. You shouldn't be scared if you say that this thing is actually bugging me. You shouldn't be scared that this person is going to be taking that out of context without understanding where you're coming from. Another point that I think why we should give grace to our adult friendships is there might be a communication challenge. And this is only because maybe you haven't seen each other for a while and stuff like that. You can call each other, like try and put things like, hey, let's try and have a call like once in a month or things like that. And FaceTime, and like we know we have all this technology where you cannot just go saying, I haven't talked to her in ages and stuff like that. Like, try to do more also, like the same way. And I keep comparing this to intimate relationship because I feel like we go way out for intimate relationship than our friendships. Another reason I think you should give your friendship grace is because people are at different stages of their lives. Some people have settled down, some people have kids, some people are studying, some people are working. So everyone is in different stage of their lives. So I feel respecting all these differences instead of trying to force somebody to conform into your own timeline is also a good way of showing your friendship, like your friends, that you respect them and you respect where they're at, but you're also still trying to work with them. And also you're trying to understand their timeline the same way they're trying to understand your timeline. Do you get me? Like, these things are not easy. So if you understand that somebody has a child, you're not just going to be telling them every weekend, we need to be going out, let's go out, or let's go to do a weekend out. Okay. Like, you'll be trying to, oh, you know what, she has a kid, let's see if you can find childcare. You're trying also to be there for them as much as you'd expect them to be there for you. So it's easy, my loves. It's easy, one or the other. Try and work on this. Things are hard, but this cannot be impossible, and it's not impossible. Another point that I think it's actually important for this is that we need to understand that people mature and grow over time. So you need to understand that this happens and respect that so that you can be able to maintain and grow a healthy and evolving relationship. Another way of giving grace to your relationship is by being more forgiving. It's bound that people will always have arguments, you'll always have conflicts. There's something you will not be agreeing on to, but be more forgiving. Talk about it. Be willing to hear someone else's side of view, or rather where they're coming from, and then you explain yourself so that you understand where you'll meet in the middle and see how you can work through your friendships. Just because it's like, don't give up just because of one sign of trouble. Try as much as possible to work on it. And I'm not saying that you should go and try and over exhaust yourself or struggle in a relationship when you just have to walk out. If it's not working for your good, my friend, get out. It's not like, I'm not trying to force you to stay into a situation, or you'll be saying that, oh, Shanice said that we should be giving grace to situations. Now, if you've done this over and over again, yeah, that's all that's literally how I can just leave that point. Done. Capish. Another point that I also have is being more empathetic. So before, I did not know the difference between sympathetic and empathetic. So sympathetic is like, really, I feel sorry for you, da da da, and all that. But being empathetic is basically putting yourself into that person's shoes. You should be more empathetic in your friendships, because you need to put yourself into that person's shoes and try and see that, if I were in their shoes, would I do the same, or would I do the situation differently? Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode on adult friendships. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, and it was an absolute pleasure in sharing this episode with you. Please, if you haven't, just remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time that I post. Also, don't forget to follow our socials, which is in Instagram and TikTok on Kenyan Girl Chronicles. But until next time, bye!